So here I am, Stillwater front lake, first time on the new society water, very first time. I've picked peg 18, as you can see, bivvy set up, peg 18, just 24 hours. So the peg that I've chosen, 18 in, because as I walked on it was very misty this morning, and that was the only slight bit of activity that I'd seen on the lake. Rods are out on PVA bags with 8mm pop-ups on, and we're going to stay there for about 2.5 hours and see what happens. Spoke to another angler, he's fished on the bottom since Friday and caught a couple of bream. So yeah, so if this doesn't work, maybe swap to the Zigs, but it's only 6 foot of water, so not much room to play with a Zig. Although I have got the adjustable one, so you know I can move it up and down if I need to. But we'll go for the PVA bags now, hopefully, see what happens. See you in a short while. So thinking ahead, going into late afternoon, going into tonight, I'm thinking about using Zigs. The person next to me has fished for the past 2 days on the bottom, had a couple of bream during the night, so I'm thinking Zigs might be the best option. As I said before, it's only about 6 feet deep off the lilies. It gets a little bit deeper as it comes back towards us, so I think it goes to about 8 feet deep, as I did with the marker float. So as I'm going to tie up now is a couple of 2 foot Zigs, as I'll be using the adjustable kit. So what I'm using, 11-pound Zig line from Corda, so I'll roughly take 2 feet of that. First of all, simply just use a grinner knot, tie the hook on. The hook that I'm using is a size 8 floater / Zig hook from Fox. So as I said, just a nice little grinner knot to get that on there. Five to 6 turns. Simply moisten the knot once you're ready. Nice little pull, make sure it's nice and tight. Trim off the tag end. Tag end's trimmed off. And I'm going to use red Zig liners with black foam going into tonight, if I do choose to use them. So I'm just going to feed that onto the line. So again, just moisten this up so it goes over the eye of the hook. Give it a little wiggle to get it on there. So there are, that's one Zig liner on. All I'm going to do now is feed on a anti-tangles tube, or sleeve should I say. And then tie a simple overhand figure of 8 loop. Again, moisten the knot. Nice little pull, make sure it's nice and tight. Trim off the tag end. And there we have it. That is one zig ready to go. I'm going to do exactly the same now, and then that'll be me ready to go for tonight. Good morning. So through the night, I put one of my rods on the bottom on a live system 18mm boilie, I want to say, and then on the other rod was a Zig adjustable at about 2.5-3 feet up. One slight beep on the Zig, so went over to that, nothing in it at all. So resent that out, only to find out right back in this morning it was tangled, so not great. That's one rod just been wiped out for hours and hours during the night. And my left rod, it actually absolutely screamed off during the night. Jumped up to find out that there was a swan at the rod tip. So yeah, not great night on the fish front. However, just changed my rods over to snowman rigs, all on the bottom. Punched out a few boilies. We'll see what happens now. We've got about 5 hours before I go, so I'll leave them rods in, trickle feed a few boilies over the top every now and again, and we'll see if we can get a fish on the bank. But until then, breakfast time. Well, last hour left, seen some bubbling in the left margin, so gently placed my snowman rig, re-dipped it in the booster, and then just placed it in the margin. Couple of boilers over the top for the last hour of fishing. We'll see if anything comes from that. But for now, I'm gonna make lunch, then pack everything inside the bivvy away, and get ready to bring the rods back in. I'll update you if we get a fish. I'll sign off if we don't later on. So end of the 24 hours now. As you can see, car's all packed up. Just left the complex. Sadly a blank, however, very, very nice lake to start the club campaign on. So yeah, we'll look forward to the new year. So this is the, what's the date today? 1 sec. So the 27th of December today, so that'll be it now for this year, probably. And then I look forward to next year, where we start the whole club campaign and focus on Stillwater front and rear lakes. I'm going to stick to the front lake for now, and get a real good feel for it, find out what's working on there, what's not, and all that kind of stuff. So rigs, what's it like in the summer? No. So I'm going to dedicate a full year to fishing still waters, and hopefully get some nice fish on the bank. So until next time, stay carpy.